Hello and welcome to the latest instalment of the Garden Reservoir Project. And any of you that would have looked at the video or watched the video that I did in April for the virtual flower show would remember seeing this rather overgrown with a deer disappearing into the distance. And David has been a complete star and has hacked back like nobody's business. He's been out arming himself with heavy duty strimmers and chainsaws and what have you to strip back the banks of the reservoir. The rubble heap's still here because we haven't been able to hire anybody to come in and move it with a grab. So we're waiting until the end of lockdown and we can get somebody in to come and adios this rubble heap. And then we'll have a really wide swath through here to the north field. So I'm not going to talk a lot on this video, I'm just going to take you on a tour of the reservoir. So here we go. We've actually cleared a little bit extra going into the field to see whether or not the tractor could cope towing a table mower that kind of chews things up as it goes. And if I just zoom down the field a little bit into the copse there, that's almost slap bang in the middle of the field, and we've got a family of muntjac in there, which was evidence. You saw the tail end of the one on a video earlier in the year. We actually saw some little ones following on the other day, so we know there's a whole family in there. Now this side of the reservoir, you just couldn't see it. It was really thick with bramble and what have you. Now I've got to pick my way through here, so I'll shut up again and concentrate. That's great, that's over the lumpy bumpy bit. And we're going up a bank here that Dad, Robin, created in order for us to be able to take machinery up here to access the reservoir. And again, we lost the bank in amongst all the bramble. I'll just scan round again. We're now looking over at the copse. And it's going to get quite windy up here, so hopefully it's not whistling too much on the video. Now, this corner section is at the far west boundary. And I'll look down at the ditch in the base of the poplar trees that are along here. And David's been clearing back from the poplar trees. As you can see, there's quite an encroachment of undergrowth there that he's gradually clearing back. Probably find we've got 10 acres under there somewhere. And then I'll scan back to the bank I've just walked up. And here we go. We can now get down into the reservoir, which is quite cool. Roy and David have been down there, and Roy's been down there bravely trying to see how deep it is. I have to be a little bit careful along here. It's like Watership Down. There's so many burrows in the top few feet of this bank. And back to the reservoir again. I can't quite make out, if I zoom in, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but there's a raft of water lilies, oh there you go, near a tyre that looks like a pipe, but it's a tyre, and they were all out the other day looking fantastic. We didn't realise they'd survived. So we're coming back, all these willows to be moved. Got a friend coming in to help us with a heavier duty chainsaw, and he wants to take the wood away, so so by all means come and help us. So now we can walk around the whole of the top of the reservoir. Hopefully I'm not blinding you at the moment. The sun's decided to come out part way through. So the chestnut tree here was planted by my son with Nanny and Grandad when he was about 4, I think it was. So that's doing quite well. And you can see how high we are. We're just looking over the tops of the polytunnels at the back and the collection tunnel. And back towards the packing shed.